Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Today, we are going to be talking about Gateway Travel and all that we have to offer. My name is Becky. I am the Director of Onboarding here at Gateway Travel. It is my pleasure and my job to make sure you have the best experience possible from when you sign up to your first 120 days. And joining me is my friend and colleague, and I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Holly. I'm the Director of Agent Growth here at Gateway, and I am responsible for the education side of what we do here at Gateway, from the training for brand new agents, training for more experienced agents, and lots of other fun stuff in between.
Thank you so much for being here. Guys, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to chime in the comments, and we will have a question and answer period at the end. So let's get started. So we are Gateway Travel. We are a host agency for travel agents, established in 2012. We do have over 1,200 agents. We are growing daily, which is super exciting. We do offer unparalleled service and support. We have a state-of-the-art CRM for you to use. We offer multiple live, ongoing, personalized training programs for agents at all levels.
And we have an incredible support team behind the scenes. Of course, you just met me and Becky, and we do lots of things here at Gateway. But helping us on the backside are Patricia and Virginia. They handle our onboarding for all of our brand new agents to get you set up in our systems. And they also do logins for all of our supplier access and things like that. They're fantastic.
We do have a great staff and a lot of behind the scenes people too. We do have membership options. There are no startup costs or hidden fees. You are going to choose your membership or choose your commission split when you pick your membership. Each membership is going to cover your training, your support, your access to the CRM and the portal, and your errors and omissions insurance. Now, at the 70% level and higher, you can add sub agents. At the 80% and 90%, you are eligible for your CLIA card immediately. And then with the 90%, there's even more benefits. Gatewaytravel.com is going to have a full list of comparisons between all of our membership. It's great to have that there. You can also, as a transferring agent, qualify for our special offer, which is having your first month free. You can take us for a test drive, see if we're a good fit. You are going to go to gatewaytravel.com. Under the pricing heading, you're going to select transferring agents, and you're going to sign up there.
So before we get into the benefits, we have our first question.
Yes.
From Tina. Do agents get discounts for clients that clients wouldn't be able to get on their own? It really depends, Tina. We do sometimes have access to offers that are exclusive. It depends on the situation and the supplier. And sometimes our pricing is on par with what they would be able to find on their own. What we do add as travel agents is the value. And the value comes in that personalized support, that person on your team who helps mitigate any problems or challenges. Travel in the 2020s is a lot more difficult than it was 20 years ago. So having someone on your team who can assist you through the travel process is a great asset. And it doesn't cost the agent or the clients any more to use a travel agent most of the time. So definitely a great asset to have and a great question. Thank you for asking that. So benefits of being part of Gateway Travel specifically. Becky and I are both active working agents, and we find all of these things to be absolutely true. First of all, access to suppliers. We have over 120 travel partners, suppliers that we work with that cover all areas of travel: hotels, tours, cruise lines, theme parks, car rentals, stroller rentals, travel insurance, all kinds of things in our supplier list. Can cover almost every area of travel. Training. Our training is top notch. It's active and it's always being updated to reflect current trends and things that are going on in the industry. Our commissions are paid out twice a month after the client travels and are among the highest in the industry, which is great. We do have dedicated support. As Becky mentioned, she's the onboarding director. I'm the director of agent growth. Agents at different levels in our company have dedicated staff that they can go to with questions and problems, so we can help make your transition as smooth as possible. Login transfers. If you are a transferring agent, if you started with another host agency and are maybe looking to make a change, we know all the tips and tricks to transfer those logins and learning credentials you may have already established and earned, including things like points to paradise with sandals, credits you may have with some of our suppliers. We know how to get those transferred over to a new host agency, which is great, because that can be a little tricky. And then, of course, our size. Gateway is big enough to have impact and influence, but small enough to care about you. And that's really one of my favorite things about Gateway is we do really get to know our agents by name, and we know who you are, and you know us, and it's a really great camaraderie here at Gateway.
Definitely one of my favorite parts too. So onboarding, it is an easy process. You're going to go to gatewaytravel.com and pick out the membership that is best for you. Once you do that, you'll be having limited access to the portal where you can start your onboarding checklist. That's going to have you complete your profile, schedule your onboarding call. Those onboarding calls are typically within 24 hours. They're going to walk you through the next steps as being an agent with Gateway. After that phone call, you'll have full access to our systems. You can start registering with suppliers. And once you're registered or have a login, you can start booking as soon as you feel comfortable. So a great, easy process, fast, and there to help you get started.
Of course, our training is one of the crown jewels of being here at Gateway. Our training is incredible. We have an online training program that's flexible. You can complete it at your own pace, and you can be completing it simultaneously with beginning to work with our suppliers and booking travel. So you don't have to complete a huge mountain of learning before you start. But some people do feel more comfortable if they do the training first and book later. It really is up to you because you are an independent agent and can make those decisions on your own. Our live training, though, is really what makes us special. We have live in-person training and supplier webinars where you can engage with your peers, ask questions. All of these live sessions are recorded, so you can watch them back later if you have to miss them. But those connected one-on-one trainings are really unique in the industry. Our supplier brand specific training is fantastic if you want to learn all about Carnival Cruises or Disney or all-inclusive resorts. Each supplier is going to have their own training that gives you content about all of their products, ways to book, all the benefits of working with those suppliers, and they do some offer certifications at the end. So if you do the Royal Caribbean training, for example, you get to be a master of adventure with Royal Caribbean, and you can display those credentials so your clients see them. And all of that training is completely free to you. There is so much training at your fingertips. Becky and I have both done many years as agents, and we are still learning all the time, accessing new trainings, updated trainings, different destinations, lots of it. And of course, you don't have to have any experience or certifications to become a Gateway Travel agent, but you can learn it all here.
Exactly. And the best part, like Kelly was saying, training is included in the membership. So it's at no extra cost to you, which is fantastic. So we do offer fam trips. Fam trips are familiarization trips to help you learn about the supplier and the destination. Oftentimes, they are discounted travel for agents. We do have one Gateway Travel fam trip that we do once a year that every agent is eligible to attend. And there are additional fam opportunities that may pop up or be available for groups and individuals. Recent fam destinations, we had, Royal Caribbean Freedom of the Seas in 2023. We have done Turks and Caicos, which I'm still jealous about. Universal Studios, Disney World. Holly and I were both able to preview Epic, which was fantastic. Some of our agents have taken advantage of Ireland, Jamaica, river cruising, Alaska. There really are a lot of opportunities out there for fam trips, and we're here to help you find one or help you in any way that we can, because they are just a great way to help your business succeed and learn and be the best source of knowledge for your clients.
There are so many things that make Gateway Travel different. I know that in the course of our jobs, Becky and I have ended up on those same algorithms, which I'm sure you're all experiencing. If you are checking out host travel agencies, you're seeing a lot of it in your feeds. You're getting a lot of information, and we're on those too. So we see all the other things. And by comparison, we really think Gateway Travel is a special place to be. First of all, we're not an MLM. MLM stands for multi-level marketing, but we never require that you recruit team members as part of your business. That is not our business model. We don't have quotas or minimums. You can build your business at your own pace. As an independent agent, you may find that at the beginning, you don't feel comfortable or ready to book until you've really established a huge amount of learning. That's totally up to you. But you can wait to start. Or if you jump in right away and you've been working for a while and then you have to take a break, maybe you have a kid graduating from college and you need to be gone for a couple of weeks. Or I don't know. Maybe you want to take an extended cruise around the world and you don't want to work your business during those months. Nobody is quotas. Nobody is requiring minimums. You can work your business at your own pace. We have a supportive and positive culture. We really do try to lead with positivity in our communications with our agents, in our training, in our Facebook group. All of it is very positive. We don't have restrictive rules, which I think is one of the funniest things that Becky and I have encountered in our looking into other host agencies. The rules we've heard of are crazy. Things like agents can't book their own travel. What is that about? I don't understand why you wouldn't want to be booking your own travel and earning commission on it. You should be your own best client. And that's one of the great things here is you can always be booking travel for yourself. Agents have to give high dollar leads to more senior agents. No, every client you bring into the company is your client. You're bringing it into your own independent business. We don't do anything like that. Or you have to be here so long before you can access certain suppliers. We don't do that either. Every supplier on our supplier list is available to our agents from day one. So those are some of the few things that you can do that are different for Gateway. Your support staff is composed of active working agents with decades of experience. You can reach us via email or schedule a phone call for assistance. We're incredibly responsive. And between all of us, we have decades of experience. We've all been there, done that. So we know where you are when you're dealing with a frustrating client or a confusing supplier platform. We can assist with those because we do it too. We offer live ongoing training for agents at every level of experience and activity, which is super. And then, of course, our agents can earn up to 90% commission from day one without qualifications. And this was one that, on the restrictive rules thing, I met an agent when we went to Epic Universe to preview that. I was talking to an agent from another agency, and she was starting at what's the equivalent of our lowest commission level, which is 60%. And she told me that maybe she could move up to 70 at some point if the owners decided that it was okay. And we don't have any input into what commission level that you work at. You can decide from day one that you want to be at 90 or 80 or 70 or 60, whatever makes sense for you and your business. So I love that about Gateway, the flexibility in payment.
Definitely.
$30 to start monthly. Yes, we do charge a monthly fee. 30 is actually $29.99. It's one of the levels. There are multiple levels depending on the commission level that you choose.
It is
yes.
But there's no monthly only required fee that we have, and otherwise there's no startup costs, no hidden things, anything like that. And yes, Melanie, thank you so much, because some of those requirements, like the ratios, I had no clue that was even a thing until the other day when an agent was telling me that she had to have a 3-to-1 ratio, 3 clients versus one of her bookings to be able to book personal travel. I will never understand that.
I know that we do have agents who are what I would call like a personal use agent. They travel a lot. They want to be able to book their own travel at a discount or earn commission on it. So they do. And they might book a couple friends here and there, but they're very minimally active for their own personal benefit. And sure, why not? Then we have other agents who book, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of travel a year. So it really varies across the spectrum.
Okay, so for the prices of the membership, you'll want to go to gatewaytravel.com/pricing, and that will give you all of the pricing. That'll actually be where you sign up as well, and then the comparison and the cost there as well. So that'll all be on the website right there. I don't have a slide to bring up the prices, darn it. Sorry about that. So the top 5 reasons that experienced agents are choosing Gateway. Number 1, support that actually supports you. Gateway Travel is all about personalized agent support, not a one-size-fits-all answers. Whether you're troubleshooting supplier issues or refining client communications, you'll get fast one-on-one help from mentors who've been in your shoes. I think we had like 40 years experience between all of the new agent support team by itself. So yeah, a lot of experience there. 2, training that grows your business. You get more than just a login and a list of suppliers. You're going to get a roadmap to success, including our launch program, which is for new agents, which is just weekly live sessions. A lot of fun we have there. The Elevate program for growing agents. The Ascend and Summit programs. We have programs for all of our agents, no matter what level that they're at. We are always there improving and helping our agents. 3, generous commission splits and low fees. Keep more of what you earn with industry-leading commission tiers and minimal monthly costs. Plus, tap into the high-paying supplier rates and consortia deals to boost your revenue. And 4, smart tools and content support. Leverage our AI-powered business planning and marketing tools, plus the Social Media Spark program for ready-to-post content and more tools that are coming soon. That Social Media Spark program is awesome because I love the fact that it's copy and paste and it's content covering all areas of travel. Number 5, a positive professional community. Joining Gateway means joining a tribe of driven agents. From peer masterminds and active group chats to annual fam trips, you're going to be part of a supportive network that shares strategies, celebrate wins, and lifts each other up. We definitely tap into the positivity. It is super important to us.
So, of course, we cover a lot of content in this 15-minute presentation, but certainly I'm sure there are things that we missed. So if you have any questions, we are happy to answer those. Just drop them in the comments and we'll answer them for you. We love our Gateway community. We really do. And we think that it is a really great place to be, especially when you compare some of the other options that are out there. I really think Gateway is special.
Yes, same. So any questions, guys? It is a monthly membership fee. That is the only required fee that we start to start, and only required fee. So let me think of any other questions that we can think of while we're on here, Holly. What's frequently asked questions? How long does it take to get started? So you can complete our online onboarding process in as little as 72 hours. Because if you follow those steps, you can book that onboarding call and have it within 24 hours. So definitely a lot of opportunity there to get you started and get you booking. All right. So we do have a question.
We have about 1,200 agents, Melody. And the website is there right at the bottom on the banner. That's gatewaytravel.com. And then new agent support at gatewaytravel.com. If you think of questions after we're done chatting and you go, oh man, I should have asked about X, then totally send us an email at newagentsupport at gatewaytravel.com. One of the questions that I have heard recently is people want to know which suppliers we work with. And since we have over 120, it would be ridiculous to list them all. But pretty much every major cruise line that you can think of, Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Disney, Norwegian, MSC,
Royal,
Virgin Voyages, Viking, Royal Caribbean, Princess, Holland America, Cunard, every river cruise line, not every river cruise line, but most of the river cruise lines that are out there, big tour companies like Globus and Trafalgar that you see advertised, theme parks, Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, hotel brands, Marriott, Hilton, Hyatt, tour companies, all-inclusive resorts like Sandals. Sandals is a fantastic supplier for us.
Lots
of Dreams and Riu and Margaritaville Cruise Line. Many, many, many suppliers. We can get our clients anywhere in the world.
Okay, so let's start going through these questions.
You know what? I changed the thing and I'm not seeing the questions. Cool.
So do you guys provide a website for agents? We do not provide a website because we do not have a general booking engine. You actually book through the suppliers themselves, but we do provide a landing page. That landing page you can use for clients to contact you, leave reviews. You can make it look as spectacular as possible, showcasing yourself, your talents, your niche. And if on Travel Leaders, they search for an agent, because that's who our agent profiler is through. If they search for a travel agent and you meet that criteria they're searching for, you can possibly even receive leads from there. So landing page is fantastic. You can even have a QR code for it. Great opportunity there at no cost because it's in your membership.
Laura, I'm going to go back on that website question too. The other reason that we don't offer a website is really it isn't the business model that everybody's going to work from. I didn't have a personal website until about 1.5 years ago, and I've been an agent for over 7 years. It didn't make sense in my business until I was ready for it. Actually, until a high dollar client said, do you have a website? And I went, I don't, but I will. And then I got one.
Yes.
I don't think that my website really drives business to me. I do a lot more with social media and referrals, and it really depends on your business. And that's what's great is you're building an independent agency that's based on your personal preferences, your unique demographics and needs and everything. And so website might work for you. And when you do decide one is important, you can get one. They're not that expensive. Or you can work without one. A lot of agents don't work with websites.
Yeah. So a lot of choices there. Landing page, you can make it work for you. It's a fantastic option to use. My website is just to lend for credibility. That's all it does, in my opinion. So, okay. So
Sandra,
next, go ahead.
I believe when this is over, you'll be able to scroll back on the Facebook group or YouTube channel, whichever way you're watching it, and see it there and just click on the same link and it'll take you to the recording of this event. It's pretty much as soon as we're done, as soon as we stop recording, it becomes a recorded event. So it's there. Do we pick which ones we mainly want to book? Absolutely. There are so many people who think they need to register for all 120 suppliers. I don't have all 120 suppliers. Do you have? No. You
No.
pick and choose the ones that make sense for you. When I was a brand new agent, I really thought my world was going to be Disney, and I was all excited to be a Disney travel agent. And I thought, I'll just do a little bit of cruising too, maybe on the side. Now I'm booking international tours. I'm booking high-end cruises, and I'm not doing that much Disney anymore. So you can evolve and you can grow into the different suppliers that we have, but it's completely your choice. We have no mandated suppliers that you must work with, and we have no mandated supplier training that you must do.
One of my favorite parts about Gateway is you do have the freedom to choose what direction your business is going to go into, what suppliers you want to work with. You really have control there, which is fantastic.
Average agents making a month. Okay. Oof. So average is hard because we have 1,200 agents, and we have a lot of agents who don't work their business every single month. We do get paid after our clients travel, but I'll give you an example. I just booked a cruise yesterday. It was about $4,000 for the cruise for a couple in a higher end suite. My commission on that cruise is going to be somewhere in the, I'm trying to think, it's $4,000. It's about a $500 commission. And then I'm at a 90% split. So I'll make 90% of that $500 for just that one cruise that I booked. Now, when you do a group, imagine you have 10 rooms at $3,000 to $4,000 a piece. Then it can be
it's so hard to give you an average and things like that because we do not have any minimums or quotas. You are really in control of your business. We have agents who literally book their own travel. We have agents who book for family and friends. We have agents who are part-time, and we have agents who are full-time. We have a big variety of agents who work or who are independent agents of us. So it's very hard to give you an average. I always tell new agents we are a marathon business, not a sprint, because we do get paid after the client travels. And the cool part is you can always upgrade your membership at any time. So if you wanted to start out lower and then as your business becomes more successful, upgrade, you can definitely do that at any time, which is an awesome added benefit. All right, more questions. Holly, are you going to click her?
Yes, I am. Do we have a link we can provide to people when they are booking on the website? No, we don't have a centralized booking. Because what would make us different than Expedia or Booking.com? We provide a curated concierge type experience to our clients so that we're taking care of all the details for them. So they don't have to go onto some booking engine and do all of that work. We do the work for them. We do the searching, we do the quoting, we do all of that. So no, a link. Now there are occasional products, where you can provide a link. And those would be things like Viator. Viator does excursions and things like that. So when I book a cruise or an all-inclusive resort, I might send my client a couple of links to some tours that they're interested in that they can self-book. And that's one thing that we can do that way, but pretty much the rest of it we're booking on our own, which is, I think, a better way to provide excellent service because you're in control of it as the agent and providing that top-level service for your clients.
And it is about connection because you want your person to choose you. So next question. Benefit. What is the benefit
of having? Okay. Embark ID is part of CLIA.
Yes.
CLIA is related to, it's the Cruise Line International Association.
Cruise Lines International Association. You can always learn more about cruising.org. It is fantastic. Basically, CLIA is one of the ways to qualify is at the 80 to 90% level, which you're definitely able to, or 80 to 90%, yes. So that is where you're going to be mainly about cruises. When you qualify for your own CLIA, like you do at the 80 90%, that opens you up for benefits. It does not prevent you from booking, not having one. It just opens you up for benefits. Some cruise lines like Carnival require you to have your CLIA to take advantage of a travel agent rate. Celebrity requires you to have a CLIA and a booking. And some suppliers just require you to have a booking. The cool part is if you do not have your own CLIA, or a rate isn't available, because sometimes that happens. When I booked my son's big graduation cruise, it was not available because, of course, we chose popular dates. I was able to earn commission on that travel. So great benefit there. But CLIA has a lot to do with cruising. It's one of the identifying factors for the industry.
For agents who really are interested in focusing on cruising, membership in CLIA can open up some training opportunities. credentialing in the cruise industry through their training. And so that's a really great thing to have. If you are in the lower tiers, the 60, 70%, and you still wanted a CLIA, you could earn it by generating $3,000 in commission, or you can pay a fast track fee for it. I honestly think that it's not worth it at the 60, 70% level. That's my personal opinion.
Well,
But
it's better to upgrade at that point.
it's better to upgrade to 80%, pay the difference in the monthly and not pay the $300 fee. There's math involved, but definitely it's there. If you're focusing on cruises, yes. If you're going to focus on theme parks or land-based travel, CLIA might not be the best credential to have. And we do have options for our agents to earn their own IATA credentials. IATA is the other professional organization, IATA, IATA, that agents can earn those by generating $5,000 in commission in a 12-month period. And that opens up a world of discounts and
more
opportunities
benefits
for agents. And that's not something that you can just buy into the way you can with CLIA. You have to earn it. It's an industry standard, but those are available to our agents as well.
And okay, next question. Do we get training provided with links on how to get people the things they would like to do on their vacation? Your first line of defense is going to be to contact the support team or the supplier, or go to the supplier listing. Honestly, my first line of defense when I'm ever looking for a client is I go straight to the supplier listing and I start researching which supplier is going to fit my needs best, or I contact the support team. Well, when I was a young baby agent, that's my first thing I would do is contact support and be like, hey, now because I have friends in the industry, I might text Holly and say, hey, I have not done New York City before. What are your best advice? Things like that. And that's where meeting people and agents on fam trips are just a fantastic benefit, just to be able to do that.
We do have training though for all of our suppliers. So if you wanted to do some research on, say, a cruise port, if that's what you were thinking, if it was a cruise port and you wanted to know what's going on there, you can do the training on those suppliers to see how to use their platform and then find out ways to recommend it to your clients. So yeah. It's definitely part of the training. This one, see, I'm in the chat. You are not in the chat. For fam trips, can we bring family or spouse? Sometimes, yes. This year for our agency-wide fam, we are eligible to bring spouses or families, which makes my husband super happy because when we went to Alaska last summer, Becky and I had to leave the guys at home and they were both kind of salty about it. But sometimes, yes, sometimes no. It really depends on the nature of the fam. Generally, our gateway one is open to family. Oftentimes, industry-related ones are very focused on the training, focused on the touring, and it wouldn't be ideal to have your spouse along with you. So good question.
Very good.
What is the average commission rate your company receives from suppliers? It really depends on the supplier, Lara. It can be as low as, I think the car rental companies are down around 5, 6, 7%, like pretty low. But the travel insurance is up around 27%. Sandals Resort can be up to 18%. Cruise lines are in the 12 to 18% range, depending on the line. It really depends. And some suppliers do offer bonuses. I just booked a Kensington tour and the commission rate was like, I don't know, 14 or 15%. But then I also got in the mail a $200 gift card just for booking with Kensington. That was super nice. With a lot of suppliers, they offer other incentives, which aren't financial, but are things like points to paradise with Sandals, where you can earn points towards your own vacation at Sandals. I have 5 nights sitting in the bank with one of our suppliers because I had spring breakers that went to Jamaica and that resort gave some points. So now I have 5 nights that I can use at some point to go to Jamaica. Really great benefits there. It really depends on the supplier, but on average, I would say we're between 10 and 15 for most suppliers. Great question.
And it all depends. And sometimes, like she said, those bonus commissions, I just, Vacation Express had at certain resorts. So I made 20% commission. I was like, yes.
Yeah, we love it when they offer us great. E&O liability insurance. Yes, absolutely. Included in our membership. E&O is included in your monthly fee. Could you show us what a potential screen would look like when booking a trip? Honestly, I would have to log it. It's really hard to screen share on this platform.
And suppliers and the suppliers.
And every supplier is different.
It's going to look so differently, but that's where that supplier training is vital because it'll help you. And if you need extra help with a booking, contact the support team. We'll help you there. And you can call most suppliers and call in the reservations too. So there's a lot of opportunities for training and for guidance.
One of the things that we love here at Gateway is we have our launch program, which is for brand new agents. And we have a series of 8 live events. We do it every Thursday. In fact, we did it this morning. And every week it's a different topic. And last week we talked about supplier training and where to find it and what those different training programs look like and how they can benefit you as an agent, and even things like booking platform training. So not necessarily what do the Princess cruise ships look like and what are the rooms like and what's the dining like, which is of course very important, but then also separate training on how do I physically book this? Which boxes do I need to check? Which things do I have to fill in? What code do I have to use to get this amenity? That type of training is available to you too. And it really varies widely by supplier. So with 120 suppliers, every booking page is going to look different. And it's, I'm not saying that it's a really difficult job, but it is. There's a lot of complexity to it and there's a lot of things to know. But fortunately, we have great training to help you. Our suppliers have great training and the great resource of contacting us whenever you need assistance.
As a new agent?
Yes. Michelle, you can join those every week. We do those live for our new agents. So you have to be an agent in order to access it. But we do it live every week. And then for the people who can't make it, say you're on vacation or you're working or you have an appointment, you can watch it back later. It's recorded so you can catch it later. And we update it every time. So even though it repeats on an 8-week cycle, the next time we do supplier training, we're going to have new things in it because we're constantly updating and making sure it's continually relevant for our agents.
I cannot believe I didn't bring this up. When and where is the fam trip for 2025? How did I miss this? I am so excited for it too. I think during our Thursday live this morning, I brought it up like 6 times. So our fam trip this year is going to be on the Celebrity Beyond in November. I am super excited. I love Celebrity, and their Edge class ships are just fantastic with the infinite balcony. I know some people don't like them, some people do, but yeah, this year it's going to be in November.
It's a 7-night. This is long for us for a fam. It's a 7-night cruise. It's going to have 3 days of onboard training during our sea days. We're having a gala to celebrate success within our agency, which is really exciting. And then of course the shore days and stuff are your own. You can do what you want. You can do excursions, you can do whatever. And we still have a few open rooms in that fam. So if it was something that you were interested in, without even finishing our training, you could jump in and join that fam and it would be great. It'd be great to have you.
Love to have you.
Can we cancel monthly service whenever if we decide not to be a travel agent? We do have a 30-day cancellation window at the beginning where you can cancel with no penalty. So if you join Gateway and you test it out and you're getting into it and you're like, ooh, maybe this isn't what I thought it was, or I really don't want to be a travel agent after all, which is totally fine. You can opt out within 30 days
with no penalty.
After that, it is a 12-month contract, but that's standard for the industry. So beyond that first 30 days, yes, you can opt out. Beyond that, no. But then you can also upgrade at any time too if you want to change your commission level. I think it's every 6 months you can upgrade or downgrade.
Yeah, you can upgrade at any time. Downgrade is once every 6 months.
Michelle, that is so true. I love Celebrity, not so much partying. I'm a princess girl myself. I've never done Celebrity, but same vibe. I just want beautiful views. I want great food. I want lovely cocktails and good company, maybe some nice entertainment. I do not need a water slide or a climbing wall or a racetrack. Other people love that. We did Royal Caribbean last year and I liked it. I really did. But there was a lot of people on board who were having a whole lot of fun. How do the payments work? Do clients give us card information? Yes. It really depends on the supplier. I just booked an Alaskan cruise tour today. I sent my client via email a credit card authorization form, which she filled out. It's a fillable PDF, and she sent it back to me. I didn't have her put the card number in because it came through email, just the last 4 digits. And then she gave me the card number over the phone. I processed her payment, and I ran her card information that I'd written down through the shredder. Because client security is very, very important to us. And we do teach on that. Sometimes there are suppliers where you can send them a payment link. There aren't a lot, but I imagine in the future, that's going to be something that suppliers are moving towards. But you can sometimes send them a link where they fill in their credit card information and then it processes that way. So there really are a couple of options, but generally, yes, we do take their information, process it on their behalf with permission. That's why those credit authorization forms are so important.
Huge.
And and then take care to secure that information for your client. Do we offer marketing assistance, email, social media templates? Yes. So we do marketing training. We have our social media spark program that that Becky mentioned. That is every month our marketing team generates some pre-made content that you can use in social media. It's copy paste, it's editable, it's stuff that you can mess with and make your own. Also, there's all kinds of great resources on Travel Leaders Network, which is our consortia. They have a social media studio where you can go in and get inspired and use some of their content. Most of our suppliers have marketing available that you can download and use.
At no extra
I
cost.
often follow the official pages for Disney and the cruise lines and tour companies that I like to work with, and for copy paste their content. Lots of that. And then email templates. Yeah, they're out there. There's lots of great stuff. And a lot of the stuff you're going to want to develop on your own. Having your own unique branding and your own voice is really important in this industry, because you do want to differentiate yourself. You don't want to be a carbon copy of someone else. So yes, of course, marketing assistance. And then of course you can reach out to us for assistance. You can send us a picture of your business card and say, hey, this is what I'm thinking. And we can give you feedback to make sure that you are attracting the right clients for your brand. So great questions, guys. These are really fun.
These are fantastic. And there's a lot of marketing available to you. A lot of marketing. Disney had
our suppliers make it so easy. I mean, they really do. They have banks of marketing material, and you can also order for many, many suppliers physical marketing. We call it collateral. It's those brochures and things you see when you go to a bridal show and there's a travel agent there and she has a stack of books from Sandals Resort or cruise line. You can order those yourself. They're free from the suppliers. And those are things that we can get and share in a physical way, not just the digital space. So those and postcards that you can mail, there's lots and lots of ways that you can go with your marketing, and lots of resources.
And I brand everything. I'm a bad girl.
I do too.
It's everything. Even my cruise magnets. So a lot of marketing available and a lot of marketing advice. That definitely, the launch program is fantastic for new agents because we do a lot in there and talk to everybody. But your support team is fantastic. You can ask us questions, schedule mentor calls, bunch there. So thank you guys so much. This has been a lot of fun. If you have any further questions, because I'm horrible about getting off the phone. Speaking of daughter.
Speaking of your phone.
Okay, I did not time that, but that
well, we also didn't expect to go 40 minutes today. We typically go about 20. So this is great today. That's if you guys need to ask any further questions, new agent support at gatewaytravel.com. Happy to answer those. You can even schedule a call with Becky and talk through any more questions you may have. She's great for that. And then hopefully we will see you very soon.
Yes, and you're welcome. Thank you, guys. We will see you next Thursday, same time, same channel. So thanks, guys, so much. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.